Hi guys, welcome to another grainy, low quality, clueless drinker beer review. But feeling a little bit under the weather. If you've seen the previous video earlier today, then you'll know why. So yeah, got another can from Blech.Brut, and this is a can of the Varadero. I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. And this is a fruited IPA, clocking in at 6.2%. And this is brewed with mango, passion fruit, pineapple and guava, if I remember correctly. So I can't remember what the number was, I think it was like 2312 or something like that, which was one of the IPAs, which was brewed with Simcoe and Citra. And really heavy on the Simcoe. So it gave it an intriguing experience. And yeah, just like the other can, this is quite active. So let's see if we can get a good pour on this one. Should have probably used a bit of a wider glass because that's just happened. Yeah, I love this style of glass, but it can be a little bit impractical sometimes. There's actually more head than beer in there. So hopefully that'll die down. But yeah, as I mentioned in the early video, feeling a little bit ill, having a bit of a duvet day. I really actually want to invest in a onesie, although I don't know if my soul will be able to take it. But yeah, just got my lazy day food from Pizza Hut, and yes, that is the 2 for 20. Is it 20 or 25? Can't remember. Deal for myself. But A, yeah, I am very greedy. B, I am ill, to be fair, and you've got to feed a flu. That's not, you know where I'm going with that one. And also, I can take what's left for lunch to work tomorrow. So practical, not greedy, practical. Anyway, so that head's not really died down too much. Beer in the glass then, and that is, yeah, that's definitely got the look of a fruited IPA, and you probably won't be able to see it, but there are little particulates in there, which I'm guessing is from the fruits, which could be why it was a little bit active. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's got that sort of like very subtle pinkish tone, but it's got mango vibes with it. A little bit of like that breakfast juice quality, and the head has got a little bit of a tinged look as well, as if the fruits have stained it. But yeah, turbid, cloudy, as you would expect. Head's died down relatively nicely, so let's give it a swirl and a sniff. And you're getting guava, mango, pineapple, passion fruit. Yeah, very tropical, very breakfast juicy. You're getting a little bit of a sweet orange, maybe a clementine, bags of grapefruit. It's got that sort of like candied Haribo sweet sort of character. A very sweet smelling IPA. A little bit of tartness there. And that passion fruit is coming out a lot now, I would say. But yeah, smelling really nice. Let's give it a taste. Prost. That's good. Although, not as sweet as the nose would lead you to believe, which is good, because it could get a little bit heavy if that was the case. God, look at that. It's actually like left clear like bits around the edge of the glass. It's got a nice soft mouthfeel, a little bit of a tingly carbonation. It's not the boldest or chewiest of IPAs, but then again, you know, it's not all in the glass at this point. Lovely grapefruit, really strong grapefruit bitterness throughout. although grapefruit's not being added. It's just underneath that sort of like smoothie-esque character. But I have had bolder IPAs of this style. Thankfully, passion fruit is not too overwhelming. I think I've just recovered from my abundance of passion fruit laced beers that I've had from Mikla the past year or so, which kind of put me off passion fruit being used in beer and stopped me from buying a lot of these fruited IPAs if I saw that passion fruit was in there. But this is just perfect. It's not too much. Adds a tartness to the beer, of course. Carbonation becomes a little bit more active, a little bit more tingly now that all of the gloop is in there. Does seem to have got a little bit more chunky. Those little bits are around there as well. Sweetness has gone down a lot, which is nice. But it's still got that genuine fruit flavour and very tropical. Tropical breakfast juice. It's like you're on holiday in your hotel, beaches there, you're having breakfast, having some juice. That's what it's reminding me of. So dastardly drinkable now. Yeah, that's 2 out of 2 that I've really enjoyed from Blech.Brut. As I said, I've heard a lot about these guys on Instagram. In fact, as I'm doing this now, I think they've just had a tap takeover with Sudden Death Brewing, who we can get a few of their beers through Beer 52, which, by the way, picked this can up from Beretta in Regensburg. It was nice to revisit the bottle shop, speak to Martin, one of the owners, for a little bit of a catch-up. The range has grown nicely, although it would be nice to have some Wurstbiercheck and, you know, more Sudden Death, Frau Gruber. But I'm really glad I got to try a brewery like this, who I've heard a lot of good things about. But yeah, Germany's craft beer scene has really gone on leaps and bounds. Just from the sheer, you know, international breweries who've got premises, or most of them like Berlin. I mean, Omnipollo is now in Hamburg. Yeah, we don't even have Omnipollo in the UK, and I can imagine we're a big, you know, Omnipollo drinking part of the beer scene. It is weird, isn't it, how sometimes we can be a little bit overlooked here in the UK when it comes to those sorts of things. But then again, yeah, Mikla are now opening their second bar in London. Come to Manchester. Someone come to Manchester or Liverpool, please. Yeah. When I was back in Germany, didn't really get to experience too much. I was just drinking mainly the traditional stuff because I have been missing that. Drank a lot of Eichhofner, which was good. But yeah, I am kicking myself that I didn't bring more stuff back to the UK because I had about like 10 kilos of space. But it's safe to say that I will be drinking as many beers from these guys as I can possibly get my hands on. And I know there are a couple of online German beer shops who ship to the UK, so I might have to do, just in time for Christmas, a German beer hype haul. We shall see. Anyway, that's an absolutely wonderful fruited IPA. Just look at the colour. Perfect representation. The lighting is shit, but the beer looks exactly the same on camera as it does in real life. So yeah, got to enjoy the rest of that with the start of my pizza and my nachos. Gonna have a food coma probably. Probably watch a few films. Play something on Game Pass. I don't know. It's a lazy, ill Saturday, so I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want to. So in terms of a rating then, for the Varadero from Blech.Brut, I'm going to give that a 8.5 out of 10. That's 2 absolutely stellar beers, and I want to drink many, many more. So yeah, if you tried anything from these guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts, opinions down below. What's some of your favourite German traditional or craft beers? Go check out Beretta. If you haven't seen the previous review, then go check that out as well. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers.